Hello and welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in on today's live stream. If you are watching on the repeat, make sure you smash that like button as well. Really does help the channel grow, get it out to more Reds around the globe anyway. And welcome to all the new subscribers and returning subscribers as well, everyone. We've got a very chocker show, a very busy show anyway. The confirmation, as we did speak about yesterday, in relation to Joe Gomez contract signing. It was probably more or less, as I said, the rumours were flying around for quite a couple of weeks, but we officially have the confirmation today, which we'll speak about that. Pep Lijnders' new signing, his new book. Anyway, I want to gauge your thoughts and opinions on just general Pep Lijnders talk anyway. So we've got that. James Milner, we'll have a little gab about that as well, how much of a machine James Milner is still at the age of 36. And a little bit of news on Henderson anyway, collecting his MBE, most importantly. As I said, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you do smash that like button as well. Really does help the channel grow. Share the stream if you want to. Don't have to anyway, but if you're enjoying it. And if you are watching live, I will be reading through every single one of your comments. We'll feature them on today's show as well, most importantly. But we'll go straight on to obviously the first talking points anyway, and that is obviously Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez has signed his new long-term contract with Liverpool Football Club anyway. That is looking like a 5-year deal for the young England international. As we spoke about yesterday, he's only just turned 20, I think it was 25 anyway. So that was on the 23rd of May. So he's got a long future. That ties him down into his 30s at Liverpool Football Club, most importantly. And it's absolutely refreshing to see Joe Gomez, as we spoke about quite heavily in yesterday's episode when I was speaking to you. We were all under the same conclusion, really, in terms of giving Joe Gomez, it all made sense to keep him at the football club, keep him developing alongside, obviously, Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Ibu Konate as well. And it puts Liverpool in such a very strong position as well. And then we'll go on to, obviously, the Joe Gomez. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp is quoted. One of the many wonderful things about Joe is he has the experience and the youth. That's not a bad combination. Jurgen Klopp was quoted as saying as well. And Joe Gomez come off the back of his interview as well with Liverpool TV. I know obviously on the website and everything, saying he's very privileged and he knows how much of an important statement this is to sign for a big club like Liverpool. He never had any inkling in reality of him wanting to move. He wanted to sign long term, and he believes in the vision of Jurgen Klopp, and he believes himself that he can get into Liverpool's starting 11. But he said it would have been a very difficult. It is a very, very difficult thing to do, but he believes in his ability really, and has full confidence in the squad and the football club in terms of his aspirations of winning trophies in the long term as well. And obviously, just a quick quote on what he said on social media as well. Joe Gomez was quoted saying on his Twitter, "Grateful to call this club home and hungrier than ever to achieve more. The journey continues as well at the AXA training facility and complex anyway." And it's always going to be, it has been difficult since Joe Gomez, especially in the early years. We all know he did pick up those quite terrible injuries, very rare in terms of a career. Yes, players do get injuries, but in relation to how long Joe Gomez has been out, in terms of since he's been at Liverpool Football Club, we signed him from Charlton for a very small fee. We all remember, I think it was in around 2.5 million. But as he said, his rehabilitation, the support network in which he has received from every element of Liverpool Football Club in terms of the hierarchy and obviously the playing facilities as well. Liverpool have done everything they can to get this young lad back to full fitness, most importantly as well. Let's get to all your comments as well. Absolute bloody legends for everyone for jumping in the live. And as I said, if you don't get your notifications shut, hit that bell notification, whether you're watching on Facebook, if you are watching on YouTube, respectively anyway. Hit the bell notification on all notifications, and hopefully YouTube do do push out the videos anymore. Absolute legends. And welcome if you are watching on the repeat anyway. As I said, we'll reply to every single one of your comments. So drop a comment in the comments section below anyway on today's news story. We'll get to Gary's first initial comments. Afternoon, lad. Great news for Joe. 100% is Gary. We spoke about that last night, didn't we, mate? We'll go on to Fernando. Thank you for your comment, mate. So meaning to say Gomez signs to sit on the bench. Fernando, we've been here before, fella. I don't know if you're a Liverpool fan, but hopefully you are, mate. But we've been in this situation. What was it? Not last year, but the year before. Liverpool were absolutely heavily depleted. And as we said, the five sub rules, I think everyone's kind of forgetting that going into next season. It will play a massive part. It already has done in the case of obviously European football last season and obviously in the cup competitions as well, respectively. So Joe Gomez and a lot of not first team players, but players that are on the peripheral of Liverpool's squad will be getting a lot of minutes. Joe Gomez, we've seen him come into the FA Cup game as well last season, very pivotal against Forest in the early rounds anyway, obviously in the lead up to Liverpool winning the FA Cup last year. So Gomez, when he's called upon, he's got the quality, most importantly. He would not be signing for Liverpool Football Club if he was an average defender anyway. He's absolutely phenomenal. And we'll speak about, obviously, the centre-halves at Liverpool Football Club that we have currently got. Jose, an absolute bloody legend. Obviously, one of me members as well. Channel memberships are live in the comment section below as well. You get exclusive access to the members' own Discord as well. And you have more creative input to the channel, most importantly, as well. And you're always very welcome, the members, to jump on live streams as well. And you can get like segments in the shows as well. So the more all ears to any show ideas for this coming year, because there's going to be a lot of shows planned and a lot of content planned as well, and a lot of collaborations. I cannot wait for that, most importantly. Are you doing, Ravi, as well? There's 11 of you in here. Make sure you are smashing the like button as well, everyone. Get to your comments as well. Gomez needs games and more opportunities. With the 5 subs, he could get them 100% there, Ravi. That's what I was just touching on. He will play games. 5 sub rule means he will play 100% plus minutes. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I have to say Gomez, by signing a new deal is a good idea. So I'm very happy, though. 100% there, Fernando. I thought you were there, a Real Madrid or a certain other fan then. You didn't sound excited. But nice one for your comment, mate. But as you said there, followed up with that comments. But the main point I wanted to speak about, obviously, is chat as well. If you're watching on the repeat, there's a big statement here. Liverpool have got the best centre-back quality in the whole of Europe. The best centre-back depth in the whole of Europe, would you say, chat? We've got Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Ibu Konate, and Joe Gomez signing now. The 2 young lads, and yes, they are. Obviously, Ibu's 23 as well. Joe Gomez 25, still that's quite young in terms of when you do speak about a centre back. But the squad depth, as I said before, go back 2 years. We were signing Kabak, we were signing Davies, the mannequin, whatever you want to call them, anyway. But Liverpool now are in such a strong position, and that going to next season. Hopefully, Liverpool use this to our advantage now as well. Van Dijk, Gomez, Konate, and Joel Matip, they are probably, if not some of the top creme de la creme of elite level centre halves as well, especially Virgil van Dijk. He's always going to improve. Konate, Joe Gomez, and for me, Joel Matip, when he's fully fit, and he has been over the last couple of months at the back end of last season as well. It's by no fluke that Liverpool find themselves playing every single game due to the availability of certain players and the current crop of players anyway. So let me know your thoughts on that chat as well. Let's get to your comments. Jose, Jack, did you see that Joe dribble through the entire squad in training and scored a goal? Joe Lentino, I did, Jose. I would have showed it today, but obviously no one Liverpool would have copyright strike me channel and couldn't have put that content up anyway. So yeah, we did see it, mate. I could have put a picture up anyway, but it wouldn't have done it any justice anyway in reality to that. But yeah, I'm openly Jose, and we're all open. One season he's done a go on one of these runs and he's going to get a Puskas award for one of the best goals in world football. Because Joe Matip as well, he will be stepping into the midfield. Next season, hopefully he goes past about 10 players and then scores goal of the season. That's what we're all hoping. But he's got that lock in his locker as well, don't we? As good as he is defensively, he's so good with his feet in terms of, so is Ibu Konate as well. We've seen in the Champions League, most importantly. And that's one attribute, as we all know. You need to be a good ball-playing centre-half, especially when you are playing a high line, in which Liverpool do, as we all know. Hello, mate. Yeah, of course. How you doing, Rob? Hope you had a good day in work, mate. So appreciate it. Absolute bloody legends. As I said, we've just been speaking about, obviously, the official announcements anyway. Joe Gomez, who was just announced before, signing a new long-term 5-year deal at the football club. If you are watching on the repeat, let us know your thoughts on that as well, mate. But thank you, as always, for tuning in, La. James Gomez has won everything at Liverpool as well. And he's still only 25. Not too bad, as I said. Very, very young anyway. You're going to get that. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. Rob, you've absolutely set us up there, mate. So I was going to speak about that a bit later, but there we go. This is the book. So if there's any fellas or ladies and thinking about getting a Christmas present for your Liverpool mad family relative or someone you know, go out and buy this. Sadly, I'm not getting promoted by Pep Linder's publishers, but I've got a little bit of information in relation to this book as well. It's obviously titled "In Pep Linder's Intensity Inside Liverpool FC, Our Identity" as well. Let's quickly get this link up anyway. Pep delivers in the 2001-2002 in his new book, Intensity. Pep Linders has lifted the lid on a sensational season with a launch of his no-holds-barred book, Intensity. This is a definitive inside story of how an incredible 2021-2022 campaign developed for the Reds, for the plans being put in place during pre-season training to the unprecedented drive for all 4 major honours. Written alongside LFC's head of editorial, James Carroll, Linder's debut book gives supporters expert first-hand insight into everything from training to tactics to team talks. Plus, fans will learn about the incredible and unique leadership and motivational skills of boss Jurgen Klopp, straight from the one of his right-hand men. Anyway, Intensity is available to purchase on pre-order, so everyone get your books in, your pre-order in. It goes on general sale on August the 4th as well, Red. So, as he said there, obviously judging from the comments on Liverpool's website, August the 4th, that is coming out. So make sure you do grab hold of that as well, everyone. I know a lot of you do love your inside read. And it's, as I said, it's going to be an excellent insight. And I think Pep Linders did do a great masterclass. If you're not aware, there was a masterclass video, a tactics video that did get released a couple of months ago. It's like a 10-15 minute video on YouTube. So it's really an interesting insight. And most importantly, chat, let me know, do you feel Pep Linders will be Liverpool's long-term manager post Jurgen Klopp, once Jurgen Klopp does retire? There's a lot of people going for Pep Linders, hopefully potentially being, but we've got a long way to go. We enjoy the Jurgen Klopp years, as we will do anyway, most importantly. So get to all your comments as well. How you doing, Bosco? Thank you for tuning in, mate. Bosco, let me know your thoughts on Sterling, fella. Happy he's left, disappointed. Let me know your thoughts on that, mate. Great to get your insight. So appreciate you tuning in, mate. So obviously that is, but as Jose said there, I reckon this book will be a better read than the Robbo's book, lads. 100% there, Jose. As I said, getting in all the extra pennies as well, especially if you get more more money off the back of the selling and the amount of books that they sell. Ordered myself one. I think he will take over. Obviously, Klopp. Be nice to get to know him a bit more as well, as we were saying there, mate. Gomez, the best centre back in the country, 100%. Gary, best English centre half. I mean, him and John Stones, for me personally, that don't go mad, or rival fans, but for me, I think those two really the best of what England does have to offer. The best of probably the worst bunch anyway. I mean, well done, but when you consider all the kinds of people who don't get honours, footballers get these awards, makes no sense. An MBE really, I mean, obviously nice one for your comment live. Let us know, elaborate on that if you can, please, mate. I don't think Linders will be manager personally. He's great at what he does. Yeah. Time will tell, mate. As I said, mate, it's one thing being an assistant, but another case being the first team manager in it. I 100% agree with you there, live. Big up Niall as well. But as Live was alluding to there, just a quick touch on obviously Jordan Henderson collecting his MBE for his services and charity work, for obviously the extensive work in which him and a lot of obviously the captains within the Premier League, obviously during the COVID pandemic, or 2 years ago anyway, obviously the extensive work, the charity work, supporting the NHS staff as well, and quite rightly so. And obviously his services to charity as well. Quickly on the notes, picked up yet another medal on Thursday, has received his MBE for services to charity. The Liverpool captain was presented his award by the Duke of Cambridge after being recognised for his work with the NHS during the COVID-19 pandemic as well. Jordan's not just a leader on the pitch, but he's also a leader off the pitch, most importantly as well. And we're very blessed that Jordan Henderson is our captain, and no absolute bloody legend he is. And we go on to this obviously the news that we all knew probably 12 months prior. Let me know your thoughts on James Milner as well, everyone. At the age of 36, he has won the lactate test for the eighth year in a row. Absolute beast of a man, isn't he, Reds? Let me know your thoughts. I'll tell you what, if we're all probably, if we're in as good a shape, I'll tell you what, if I'm in as good a shape as that, I know I never will be. But I've still got another 10 years to go anyway. But Christ, Jimmy Milner, he is the English Terminator, mate. He is an absolute freak of nature. In reality, how well he looks after his body, and he's a shining example to a lot of the young players. Most importantly, we just signed Carvalho, Harvey Elliott as well, and yes, obviously we a lot of people, and quite rightly so, and me included, we do need to bring in a younger, fresher, quality, better midfielder. But for this season, for the last 12 months, what the players will learn, most importantly, is the professionalism from James Milner. Most importantly, as I said, he's going on to his 21st season as a professional pro. That takes some doing as well, most importantly. Joe will win more trophies as well. Jack, what are we realistic winning achieve next season? Ravi, for me, mate, as I said, I want us to 100% go in for the league. I think the main priority should be the Premier League next season. And obviously the Champions League, they should be on the top of your priority list. But I think if we don't, at least, we're being spoiled. But I want us to win the Premier League. Even if it means getting knocked out of the FA Cup or the League Cup, and we can solely focus on the Premier League. But what we need, I was watching Jamie Phillips, my good mate Jamie's channel this morning with the lads, and they were speaking quite heavily and absolutely spot on in terms of the start in which Liverpool need to make this summer. We need to win at least 9 out of 10, or not even lose any points, really. We need to go flawless at the beginning of the season and really set us up really well. And then, especially with the World Cup coming into change around Christmas time anyway. So that'll be interesting now, not just Liverpool, but a lot of the teams do adapt to the changes, most importantly to the scheduling. But for me, Ravi, it's got to be the Premier League. For me, I want us to win the Premier League, man. Go level with Manchester United, most importantly, on league titles. And then hopefully in the years to come, we've got Jurgen for a lot more years, and then we can just build on that. And I'll tell you what, that would be a story if Jurgen Klopp could overtake Manchester United Premier League hall and Jurgen to knock Manchester United off their pitch. Not too bad. Not too bad going for them from the German anyway. So that's my thoughts anyway. Chat, let us know, obviously, what Ravi, obviously, I think a lot of you will say the Premier League and the Champions League, but let us know anyway. Joe Owen Milner is a rock as well. Jack, you make Salah wish we had a body like... yeah. I'll tell you what, Ravi, that's a detriment to the modern day players, mate, isn't it? We've got so many great professionals within our squad that look after the physical fitness of themselves, most importantly. It's highlights of the pros like Henderson, James Milner, Salah as well. He's 31 years old, but he's still at the top peak form. And I think there's certain players in certain football clubs, and we all know the names, that really bit relaxed. Yes, do not make... Now, James Milner, he's a very good player, but what he misses out in terms of certain qualities on a football pitch, he makes up 100,000% more in terms of his attitude and how he applies himself week after week for the last 21 years. And he is a shining light for a lot of youngsters coming in through not just Liverpool's academy, but especially all around world football, and most importantly, how he just applies himself day after day after day. It's all in that Ribena and everyone. I tell you what, James Milner, he's more or less a Ribena ambassador. And I tell you what, I don't know what they're putting in that Ribena and the AXA training facility, but Christ, not too bad, is it? How you doing, Maisie, as well? Thank you for tuning in. Maze, as well. Andrew, James Milner is an absolute incredible 36-year-old, incredible pro footballer, winning the lactose test and giving it all off the pitch. Best free transfer. Tell you what, now Liverpool have had it when I was younger anyway. You all know. You know that Liverpool's best free transfer. The 2001 year anyway. The fella's name's gone up my head. I can't believe I forgot. But you know who I mean. The fella that learned, that Steven Gerrard learned so much off him as a young player as well. Completely gone on my head, but chat, you know. The 2001 year, around that time, Liverpool won on a free as well. Prem for me as well. Netspend FC. Up to Reds, Jose. Coin as well. Thank you if anyone for tuning in, mate. Hope you're having a great day. Knock United out as well. Big up John as well. Big up Jack, mate. Hope you and the family are well. Not too bad, fella. Thank you for tuning in. Jack Thiago is 31, plays at a younger age as well. Ravi, I tell you what, all of them, but they're not getting any younger, are the Reds anyway. So Liverpool need to dip the toes in the transfer market over the next couple of years, or even this summer. A lot of people will say, and quite rightly so. Be great if Liverpool can get a young, high caliber midfielder in, but we can't have everything. But hopefully that's the case. Liverpool can. Still a long way to go. I don't know if Bosco's still in the chat as well, but once I gauge your thoughts on this, a little bit of news. Well, it has been more or less common knowledge over the last week or two. Looking like Sterling going to Chelsea. I know it's just a little bit of news, non-Liverpool, but let me know your thoughts. And is it a good deal for Chelsea? Good deal for City, chat anyway? For me, I think City, we all know City's quality within the squad. It's so evident in all areas, but obviously Jesus going to Arsenal, Sterling leaving to Chelsea as well. Could they be leaving themselves short? I know it's a bit mad to say when you throw Haaland in. You've got obviously Riyad Mahrez as well, Jack Grealish as well. You probably expect him to get a bit more minutes anyway, considering Sterling's going, so he will be there, probably main left winger going into the new season in European competitions as well. So it could backfire on City, and I don't think it will, because we know, as I said, you've got a lot of quality. But let me know your thoughts on that, chat. It's interesting to see what you all thought anyway. Let's get to your comments before we do shoot off as well. Big up Jerry, absolutely bloody legend, mate. Thank you, really appreciate tuning in. Obviously, head over to the Jerry James Show, subscribe to him. Absolute top lads as well. It's a privilege to be on. Was it Jay's show? But I will be getting you on, Jerry, if you are free, mate. But thank you for tuning in, mate. As I said, got a couple of collaborations, hopefully, for this new season. But yet again, another cracking YouTube Liverpool channel. And especially the statistics, in-depth analysis. I was watching a show with him and the lads who were speaking about Carvalho. So do head over to Jerry's show if you want a bit more of an insight into Carvalho, the statistics analysis, really. He's got a cracking episode that he done this week that I was watching. So thank you very much, mate, and we'll get you on the channel if you would like that, mate. Thank you for your always support as well, mate. People lock in the Devils United. Yeah, obviously, head over to Devils United. Maisie's doing a live stream watch along. Gary Mack, there we go. John, I can't believe you forgot Gary Mack. For me, Gary Mack is Liverpool's best free transfer. I know James Milner, very good. But Gary Mack, that era, especially the developments and how important he was to Steven Gerrard as a young player as well. I think Gary Mack is got to be up there 100% for one of Liverpool's best ever free transfers as well. Obviously, nice one, Navi. As I said, a lot of people disagree with me, and quite rightly so. But I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to chat some absolute wham. I've done for the last 5 years on my channel, so I'm not going to lose sleep if people don't agree with me. That's life. People agree to disagree, and that's why I created this channel as well. Different thoughts and opinions, most importantly as well. Any streams on Twitch today, Jack? Hopefully, mate. Need to sort tea out and everything, so hopefully that. Obviously, if you're not aware, I do have a Twitch channel. Don't think any of you are bothered about gaming anyway, so but yeah, it's McKindo97 as well tonight at 7:45 as well. But shout out to every single one of you. Really do appreciate it. As I said, it was only going to be a short episode today, Reds. Should be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. If any news relation breaks, new contracts, new signing as well, I'll be jumping on as quick as possible. But as I said, go and support everyone's channels out there on YouTube, and everyone keep on smashing it. Absolute bloody legends. So we'll be hopefully getting a couple more collaborations this coming season. So many big games, European games as well. But I'm excited, Reds, and we're playing Man United on the 12th. We'll win that one as well. I know it's a pre-season, but yeah, we'll win that one. Sorry, Maisie. But thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. Most importantly, we'll have a quick recap in terms, obviously, what we've had on today's show. So we've had Joe Gomez sign his new 5-year contract. What does that mean for you, Reds, as well? A little quick dive into, obviously, what Jurgen Klopp did have in terms of his thoughts. One of the many wonderful things about Joe is that he is experienced and youth. He has experience and youth, and that's not a bad combination. Most importantly, Joe Gomez tweeting on his social media today, grateful to call this club home and hungrier than ever to achieve more. The journey continues at Liverpool FC and the AXA Training Centre. And Liverpool's squad depth, especially in the centre-half positions, not too bad, is it? And obviously, Jordan Henderson picking up his MBE for all the countless charity work and all the work he did in the pandemic over the last couple of years anyway. Tell you what, we're so blessed to have Jordan as our captain on and off the pitch. And James Milner, absolute juggernaut that he is. Pep Lijnders' new book is out on August. Quickly get that one as well. What's the official date on that, everyone? We did have it up before. So August the 4th, you can pre-order it today. So that's on Liverpool's website. Do head over there if you want to check that out. But Reds, been an absolute bloody pleasure. Most importantly, thank you to every single one of you that has tuned in today. If you are watching on the repeat, get involved in all today's stories, most importantly. And as always, Reds, you never walk alone. I will see you back tomorrow at 6 p.m. But if anything else news relation breaks, I'll be pumping out a video anyway as soon as I possibly can. But Reds, look after yourself. And as I said, you never walk alone. And thank you for all the continued support. As always, every single one is. Jack, you should stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I would, Ravi, but it messes up with the algorithm. It's weird, YouTube. Bloody weird place, obviously. Because everyone's subscribed for Liverpool and football content as well. But nice one, Ravi, as well. Most importantly, everyone, look after yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT. And for more news on the Reds as well, most importantly.